we have the map that shows all the brands according to arrangement, and here we have the red carpet where the visitors come in from, having flowers, the gold stripes on the side. Everything looks awesome. And on the other side we have the catalog rack. Let's go pick up one. See, it has everything, the content of everything inside, like the arrangement. Just the entrance, there's a cute area. Just got my green band 2019 motor show band, which gives me access to the place. Let's go and see what they've got inside. I see everybody's excited in here, and it's a pretty glamorous thing when it comes to detail. Like you can see the blue carpets, they really look awesome. I really love it, and everybody's excited about the show. Let's see what they've got. I see the sub up here. There's a Chevrolet. Yeah. Welcome to the largest motor show ever. And today we are in the Gulf. We start off with a Chevrolet, black in color, just after the entrance. And it's a really gloss car, like you can see. It's a Suburban, which is a pretty cool car for the show tonight from Chevrolet. And you can see the interior. It looks really great with a great interior, leather seats which are comfortable. Right after it we have the Armored car, which is also good for Androids with a good body, like you can see. And next to it we have the Mercedes-Benz. This is the G64, which is a pretty cool car, and it's having a V8 engine, like you can see. Has a pretty cool grille, and right in front of it we have the GMC Yukon, which is also a pretty cool SUV car from GMC, good for the families. You can see everybody's excited. The paparazzis are moving around. Then we go on to the branded section, and with the brands we'll start off with the GAC Motors, and it's lining up its SUVs for 2020. Like you can see, they are pretty cool SUVs, raised well, and they have great colors, like you can see this in yellow. It's a pretty cool car, and we have the Salon in red. Then down there we have the GS5, which is also their SUV for the show tonight. Also a pretty cool car there. And right after it we have the GN3, which is also a pretty cool car for the families. GAC Motors this time around has great brands and has great vehicles which are pretty cool. We have the S8 there, and yeah, they have great cars, and their SUVs are pretty cool, and the family cars look really great, like this one in white. Yeah, they're pretty having great cars, and this time around they did some great work from GN3 to GN8. After that we go to another brand section. Here we have the Mercedes-Benz, which is also starting off with the Butterfly, and they are sport cars. This is the Mercedes-Benz, and it's a VIP section, because I'm only having the regular band. Can only be accessed with those with the VIP band. I really like Mercedes-Benz. The last time I had a Mercedes-Benz was an ML250, which was a diesel car, and it was a pretty cool, comfortable car. I really like Mercedes, and like you can see, this is the Mercedes in Butterfly, also a sport car. Yeah, they look great, and I'm pretty sure they have great engines. Like you can see this Mercedes Butterfly in white, also pretty cool car. And guess what? As I move on here, there is this mighty Bugatti Veyron. It's a pretty cool car there, looking gloss, like you can see. It's a pretty cool car for you there. As we go on, everybody's excited. People are taking photos of their favorite cars, and we have the Porsche right here in grey. And we have also another mighty car, which is the Ferrari. I really love Ferrari, like you can see. I have my Ferrari watch here. You can see my Ferrari watch. I'm really a good fan of Ferrari. So great cars on the show. Like everybody is excited, and people are really moving around to check out their cars, like their favorite brands. And right here we have the Kappa, which is also a club here in the United Arab Emirates, and this is the group for Kappa. It is also a sporting group, and they are sponsoring this kind of edition from Mercedes-Benz, which is also a sport car for you here, and this is Kappa for you. Right down there, I'm interested in this car. Is we are going on into the internet era where everything is done online, shopping is done online. So this car is a special edition for the show, because this car is usually used by most of the companies doing online deliveries. It's good for deliveries, and it's a Renault for you there in blue. As we go on, we go to the Nissan section. With the Nissan, we'll start on with this Nissan. It's called the 370Z Couple, and it's the Navy brand. So this is, let's check out its horsepower, and it's having 328 horsepower. It's a great engine for you.
These cars, the Nissan cars, are really great on when it comes to drifting, and they have their top speed, which is very good and good acceleration speed. And then we go on to their special edition, which is the Nissan Kicks. Let's check out on the tab. Come on. Yeah, what's over the tab? Come on. Let's check out. I'm interested with the horsepower. It is having now 118 horsepower. Also some great power for you for the SUV. One thing you have to know is that the horsepower is not determined by the size of the car. We go on to the Gazellette, which is also the special edition for the off-road version. You can see it has great wheels. It's a great car for you there when it comes to off-road. And it's having 118 horsepower for you. Like I told you, the size of the car does not determine the horsepower. Some small cars have a bigger range of the horsepower, like you saw the other Nissan Navy. Then we go on, we have this Patrol here, the Nissan Patrol, which is also a pretty great car. It has a great interior, leather seats, and has some great spotlight like you can see. It's a good car for tall people because it has a wider interior and a high roof, which is also making it comfortable for the tall people. We have also the special edition, which is the Gazellette. Some people call it the Nissan Safari. Also a pretty good car for off-road, like you can see, some great spotlight. Like you can see, is a pretty cool car which was brought back on the market and it was reproduced. Then we go on. We have Nissan there has some great cars, like it's a good car when it comes to drifting and when it comes to racing. We go here to the section. Is also a special section which is for the Formula One. Remember, this show was supposed to be opened up by one Formula One legend at the top-end section there, right? So it was supposed to be unleashed by Formula One legend. Then we go here to the Nissan Endurance. There's also some sporting club here in the United Arab Emirates. This is the Endurance. Sorry, it's the Endurance, some sporting club there for you, and it's sponsoring the Nissan Special Edition car. Then we go on to the EQ. That is the Mercedes. I realized Mercedes is having many sections. Like we started off with the Mercedes, and we are going back to Mercedes. This is the EQ version, and the EQ version was first brought on market in 2016. That is when it was first shown in the Paris show, and it's having the acceleration speed which is 5.1 per second, and it's also having it also goes for 180 kilometers per hour, and is an electric car like you can see. So that is the EQ for you from a Mercedes-Benz. Then we go on to the GL class. I'll tell you about the GL class. The GL class was appeared in the market in 1998. That was 1998 was referred to as the M class, and it was referred to the M class from 1998 to 2015. And when it came to 2016, it was then named the GL, and this GL is a GL 450, which is also having some good acceleration speed, which is 6.1 per second. Also some great car for you there with some great horsepower, which is 216. We also have the GLS, also a pretty good car, also having a great acceleration speed, which is 6.1 per second. Also some great SUV from Mercedes-Benz there with great spotlight. Like you can see, I really like the Mercedes-Benz Crown. It also looking gloss, and the sport wheels. They are never disappointing when it comes to their SUVs. And we also have this Classy. It first appeared in the market that was 2008. That's when it first appeared on the market, and it's also a pretty great car there for the family, and the VIP car plus presidential drive, like for the families, VIP families. Yeah, it has some great leather seats there, like you can see. Great interior for you, which is wide and comfortable, like you can see. And also one thing I like about it is it has a pretty good door technology. You don't have to slam the door, you just have to pull and it will open by itself, like you can see. Then when it opens, then you have to pull just slowly, simple and slow, and it will open and to close by itself. That's what good thing I like about the door technology. Then from that we go on to the Cadillac section. Yeah, this is a Cadillac section, and we start off with the SUV there in white. We also have the XT4 there in black, also a great Cadillac SUV there for you for 2020. Yeah, some great cars from Cadillac. Like you can see, it's a pretty cool SUV having a wide interior and raised well. Then they have their special edition there at the platform, which is also looking gloss, like you can see with the great spotlight. Actually, I haven't seen this kind of light with any car. It's a pretty cool invention there from Cadillac. Then from Cadillac we go to the GMC also. The GMCs, like, they never disappoint. They have raised grills. This is the 84. Also from GMC, and one thing I like about it, when it comes to the back here, they did some great improvements, and like you can see, it is very easy to to throw something on board. It is really good. Like it's a three-way open. When it opens the main door, it opens the sub door, then the small door. So you can also climb it as steps. You can just climb easily. And also when you're throwing something on board, you can throw it easily. So those are small things that are always also good to people, like the users. And we have here the captive. You can see the crown for the Chevrolet is black in color. And when you go to this red captive, also it has a crown which is also gold in color. So these are some unique features that they make make these cars look really pretty, and also look really great. Like you can see, the grills are really great. And we have this section. There is something special here, and I see many people are really converging around to see what is so special about this car. Let me see. It's a Chevrolet Convert. Let's see what they got to show us today. I see everybody so excited. Like you can see, the gentlemen here are really checking out, and I think there is something special. Let's go and see what they are really checking out. I see this lady trying to show them something. Yeah, it has a very big deep engine. Like you can see, the whole back of this Convert is occupied by the engine, so it means it has some powerful engine there for you. And it's a small car having a big engine. That's why I see people are really so surprised about the work that Chevrolet Convert did. I see there is this blue one also looking gloss. Everything today is looking pretty good, and I'm not really disappointed to have come for this short night. It's a pretty cool thing. And right there we have the coffee station, where anybody wants to get some coffee can go there and get some coffee. We also have this white edition, and some kind of older version of I think a Bugatti, some also there. We also have also this Porsche looking gloss with great wheels. It's a sport car there for you, and it's having a metal convertible roof. That's one thing I like. I really don't like these convertible roofs which are leather or which are of fabric. Then we go down to the BMW section, and we'll start off with the Z4. Then we have the D3 also in white there, and this is the Z4 also in red. And these are great cars with some great speed. And this is a D3, like you can see as displayed. Then we go down here, people are really excited, and we also have the X6, and this is the special version for the X6. Actually, nothing has changed much about the X6. And like you can see, it has a great body, and also they try to change something back at the back, like at the back view, and but mostly has not changed much. Then we go out and check on the top. Let's see, it's the X6, and it has the M50i engine. This is a great car and has a great engine, like you can see. Mercedes-Benz never disappoint. Then we go there to their special electronic cars. We have the V8, which is red in color. We also have their special edition for the show, which is the Night Sky. Also, these are great cars from BMW, and BMW never disappoint. I like German cars, and they also have some giveaway, like the bikes for the visitors, and some great things for you there. Then we go to the Rovers. I really love the Rovers. Like you can see, they have great wheels, and they are really great off-road cars. I'm only interested. I really like the off-road cars because they make you really feel great when you're driving them. And we go to the Defender. This is a Defender. Like, I think you people have seen some Defenders, the old version, but this time around they improved the body and everything looks just perfect. And this is a Defender 2020 appearing for the first time on the market, and you can see it has a great interior there for you. And as we go on here, they will give us more specification about the Defender on the screen. It has a convertible roof. It can open and also cover. You can also add some adjustments on the roof. Like you can see, it's a pretty cool Defender for you here. A Defender, really great cars, and mostly when it comes to off-road. And you can see it has a tough face. It has good lights, like they look like the eye of the lizard. And let's go on and check out his power and see how they have made their engine this time around. It is having a 300 horsepower. I think this is the most powerful car on the show, because most of the cars that I've checked around, those having I only saw the Nissan Revi, which had some great horsepower, which was close to 200 and was in 200, in the range of 200. But this one it is the most popular. You can see that Defender, it is slanting a bit, to show that it's good for tough terrain and also off-road. Then we have the Discovery here in right. And then as we go on, these are all Range Rovers, also great in white. Like, they really like to do white and gray. Those are the Rovers, like you can see. I like the Defender this time around. And when you go down there, we have the special edition, which is the SV. Also great, is a great car, which is good for off-road as well. And let's check out the SVR, which is their electronic car for the show tonight, and is having 180 kilometers per hour. That is the speed, top speed. Also having 118 horsepower. Also some great power for you for an electronic car, like you can see. And after the Rovers, we go on to the Jaguar. This time Jaguar is also bringing out the same style like how it was with the BMW. He's only having white and red and their special edition to that, which is the SVR, which is the electronic car. It has let's see, also 180 kilometers per hour for the top speed, and also having a horsepower of 220. Some great power for you. It's a great power for you for this kind of car. I like the SUV for the Jaguar. Is pretty powerful and it's pretty great. We have these Jaguar which are in white, the saloons. This time around, all the cars did some great work when it came to the horsepower. I think the competition was mostly to do with the horsepower, because they are really strong cars and they have strong engines, like you can see around. These are their saloon Jaguar cars. Then from the Jaguar, we go on to the Maserati. This is also a pretty cool car on the market. I just really like the grille for the Maserati, and you can see they have this great one in yellow. You know, Maserati has not been making cars in yellow, but on this show they have their special edition, which is also in yellow. You know, look at this Maserati. It has a great face. It has a great grille, and also the headlights are pretty great, like you can see. And there is also this Ferrari. Yeah, we go again. Ferrari is having another section. We have the Ferrari in yellow there, and we also have the Ferrari in red here. Like I told you, Ferrari mostly uses yellow and red. These are its primary colors for the emblem, and like you can see, my watch has red and yellow. So most of their cars are really made in yellow and red, because it's their emblem. From the Ferrari, we go to the Bugatti, which is the most expensive car, like I can say. This is the Bugatti Veyron, which is in blue and white. We also have the Bugatti Citroen, which is also in gray and black. And we also have right there the Citroen, which is also in black, which is their special edition and is the most expensive Bugatti as per now when it comes to the Bugatti brand. Then from the Bugatti, we go on to the Aspak. This Aspak first appeared on market in 2014, and today they are claiming that they have the fastest car. And tonight they are claiming that this car right here, the Aspak from Japan, they are claiming that is the fastest in the world. Can you believe it? This Aspak from Japan is the fastest in the world. Okay, I'll leave that to the judges. Then we'll go on to the NFS. This is the Need for Speed section, sponsored by Red Bull, and also they have their section for, like, if you come with kids and they are interested in the PlayStation 4, they have the PlayStation 4 section here where you can come with your kids or yourself and play. Like you can see that pretty lady there, she's just enjoying her race car there, race game. It's a pretty cool section, and eventually, like, everybody is catered for, the kids and everybody. And then we go to the section which is the straight. This is Mercedes-Benz straight, and this is a Mercedes group which is dealing in armored cars, and they are only doing these armored cars, and it's called Straight Group Mercedes Benz. This one you can see is great for tough terrain and is a great SUV there for the armored cars. I think this one is a carrier for soldiers and some ammunitions. Yeah, all these cars are bulletproof, and we also have this Straight also in the cross-country version, and it's a 6x6 car, a great car for you there. Like you can see, it looks great. And then we have the V-Class, also the armored car for Straight. This one I think is used to carry VIPs when it comes to the war zones, and all these are bulletproof cars. And they also have this for loading like missiles, things like that. Also, at the front desk here we have the catalogs, also from Straight, showing us the different cars, the different versions, and the details about the Straight group company from Mercedes-Benz. Then from there we go on after Straight. We go on and see what these others have gotten. As we go on, we go to the Lamborghini. This is the great Lamborghini. Wow, I did not expect it to miss on the show. This is the Lamborghini Hurricane in white there. We also have this Hurricane also in blue. These are great cars, and I really like the Butterfly. It looks so gloss, like you can see that in blue. It glitters on that, looks so gloss. That is the Lamborghini. We also have a Citroen there in blue. That is the Bugatti. So these are great cars for the show. So this section has the most expensive cars on the show. We have the Aston Martin there. So this section has the most expensive cars, and I think you can see the kids are really enjoying and are taking snaps of their best cars. You can see the kids are moving on. You know, they just saw these cars in games like Need for Speed, Forza, so they're really excited to see them physically. Like you can see, they're really excited. And right here we have the Chinese coming on the market and on the show for the first time with the Hongqiu. This car was this group of Hongqiu. It is produced by this brand is produced by a company called FAO, which is based in China, and the Hongqiu means the red flag, and the red flag is used by as a communist symbol in China, and their cars are branded according to L. And we have the L1, L2, L3. That's how they arranged, and also we have the L5, which is the Hongqiu L5, and this is their special edition for the show, black in color. And this car is designed is taken as a presidential car, like you can see. It's a pretty unique, fancy car, and it's a luxurious car, like you can see. Looking very unique, like with some kind of a classic face there, like you can see. Looks a little bit vintage. So it was a fusion of vintage style and the usual the current style of cars on the market. So that's the Chinese, they never disappoint. Then here we have some great inversion from Carrefour. So these ones, they just refuel your car in case you go out of gas. You can just call them. You just download the application from Google or Apple Store, and you can just install the application. Then you make an appointment with them. They will reach to you and sell to you gas at the pump station. So it's a pretty cool invention for the community. That's a pretty cool thing from Carrefour. Like, you don't have to move around with jerrycans when you're out of gas. Then from that we go on to the last section, which is the Mitsubishi section. And we start off with Pajero from Mitsubishi. Is also they have two Pajeros for 2020. This one was first produced in 2018 and it's coming back in 2020, but of course with some few improvements and some few additions for the 2020 version. And we also have here the special edition, which is an electric car from here, and that is called the Evolution. And this is the Mitsubishi Evolution. Wow, it looks great, like a spaceship. It's like a spaceship, man. It's a pretty cool car from Mitsubishi, and I think you can see it has no door handles, it has nothing. Everything is just electronic. It's controlled electronically, and you can see the face. The grille is all glass, so delicate, like you can see. And I'm pretty sure this car, when it started, it can change colors, it can all get lit. It's a pretty cool car for you there. And when you open it inside, you cannot see the steering wheel. Everything is just electronic. It just comes out automatically. Then we go on to their SUVs for the show. We have this ASX, and this is their special edition also for the show. And ASX is having a horsepower of 150 with like you can see also the doors. They did not improve much in the doors like the Mercedes. One special thing about the Mercedes is those are really electric and you don't have to wash them. These are all 4x4 cars. They are four-wheel drive cars. Like you can see, this one is their 2020 Pajero, which also came out with the other Pajero we saw at the entrance. But one thing about it, these doors are not so electronic like the Mercedes. That's where the Mercedes wins when it comes to the technology. You don't have to slam it or push it harder for it to close. That's one thing I like with Mercedes. They have their saloon here in blue, also fuel friendly. Those are great cars for you from Mitsubishi, and I'm really excited about what all the cars that have been exhibited. And we also have their SUV there in red. So these are all great cars, and I like what
we see Mitsubishi has organized some kind of a countdown quiz show, and participants have a chance to win themselves some goodies from Mitsubishi. It's a pretty cool organization from Mitsubishi. I really love it. Also, visitors have a chance to get something. You can see this guy around here. He's trying to answer some questions from Mitsubishi, and you see the paparazzi all covered around. Just